Support that man, go get some high fives.
I mean, you obviously talk through all the main powerhouses, so the New Zealand, South Africas, Australias, Englands, etc. But I think the reason why Sevens is such a special game, aside from being such a good spectacle and being able to take it around the world globally, is actually pushed rugby as an agenda within countries which are less traditional, shall we say. So you look at sort of the Kenyas, Ugandas, Chinese Taipei, Papua New Guineas. These teams, a few years ago, wouldn't have had a rugby team, or if they would have been, they'd have been whipping boys for the big sides. I don't think the Southern Hemisphere will dominate, actually. I mean, yes, the Australia, South Africa, New Zealand are always there or thereabouts, but I don't think, you can never write off France or England, and that's not to mention some of the other home unions. Okay, so Wales have had a poor autumn series for them. They'll be absolutely seething. I tell you, Warren Gatland will be absolutely seething with the results of themselves. They're capable of beating any side on their day. Ireland will fancy their chances. And then I think through the last World Cup, the real emergence onto the fore of the power of a team like Argentina. Now, when you contemplate that most of those guys now are playing regularly in the European leagues, be it in the UK or in France, or playing Super 14, then actually the standard of that rugby goes higher and higher. So I think it'll be very competitive. It's not a foregone conclusion, and everyone thinks it's New Zealand's the front running as long as they don't choke. And I actually think that, it's certainly theirs to lose. But I don't think you can. That's the beauty of sport and beauty of World Cups. It always throws up a few upsets. And last World Cup as well, Fiji came very, very close to beating South Africa, and should have done, really. There's a little spell in that game, and then actually the guy didn't ground the ball wide to the end. Actually, that ultimately saved South Africa the World Cup. My mother's side of the family are from South Wales, and when I was a young lad, I used to go down there, sort of in the 80s, so kind of the height of sort of, a lot of the mines are closed, and for all that and the negativity and the sadness that brought, if the Welsh team was doing well at the time, oh my God, everyone was buzzing the following day, and sport has that ability to lift people. So that's at the top level. The bottom level, I've helped set up and run a sports academy in East London, Tower Hamlets, where frankly some of the kids have never been outside the borough before. They don't have sports facilities to play on, they don't have grass to play on, and and they just tend to be, it just teaches them good values and good virtues. There's been a change in mindset, and I think because of that, the environment is right. The guys are playing an enjoyable form of rugby. The crowd have enjoyed watching them play, and this new style actually suits the guys, and they look liberated. So you never ever write England off, and I think that it's a long way to come just in a short period of time. But they say sort of a week in sport and politics is a long time, so they've got some 9 months. That should be long enough.